Check out my new Maple Bourbon Brisket. All right, guys, today we're doing something special for fall. Maple Bourbon Brisket. Let's get into it. We have our whole packer brisket. This is about 22 pounds. We're gonna trim it down. This is what they call the mohawk, this piece sticking up right here. We're gonna take this off. Then we're gonna work on exposing some of that point. This is a big fat cap here. You can either separate into fat pieces and meat pieces. The fat pieces you can save to render down to use for your beef tallow. This is so thin, this is all gonna get burnt by the time that this thick piece is cooked. You wanna just trim any of the pieces that don't look so nice. This fat and silver skin is very thin and a lot of that will render out. We're gonna use our original blend. This is what I like to use. This one is a little different because we're going with that maple flavor profile. We are gonna use the Temp Spike Pro to make sure we hit that mark. We're gonna insert this into the thickest part of the meat. 100% charcoal and hickory pellet blend from Royal Oak. This gives you that nice backyard flavor, still gives you enough smokiness in your product. I really like this. All right, guys, going in the Searwood smoker, 250 degrees for about 8 hours. We're gonna make a maple bourbon glaze. Get your pan on high, about a cup of maple syrup, 3 tablespoons of butter. We have a Woodford Reserve today. And what we're gonna do is bring this to a boil. Super simple, but that's gonna add a ton of flavor. All right, guys, and then just a little bit of the Boss Blend that gives it that salty. We're gonna have smoky from the brisket and the bourbon. All right, guys, we cooked our brisket to 165, then we wrapped it in butcher paper with a little bit of that maple syrup and bourbon, and then we hit our mark at 202. Now we're ready to take it out and slice it up. So important to note here, we also let this brisket rest for 2 hours. There's a natural line, so you could just take this piece off. Okay, so this is our flat. Then we're gonna hit this side with a little bit of rub. Then we have our bourbon glaze. We're gonna stick this back in the smoker for about 20 minutes to get that glaze nice and set. It's what you're looking for. You got that nice smoke ring. It's nice and moist. It's super tender, folds right all over your finger. When you pull it, it comes right apart. I eat brisket all the time, and to me, it never gets old. It's very juicy, delicious. With the maple bourbon glaze, it's amazing. All right, guys, these burnt ends are nice and glazed up. You can see that meat rendered. You can see here how we trimmed that far enough down so there's not a fat cap. So those intermuscular threads of fat got rendered down. We're just gonna cube these up. This is my favorite bite. Amazing. Melt in your mouth, sweet, smoky. You get that background of the bourbon flavor. Oh, that's delicious. Absolutely delicious.